Yeah, Newcastle versus Man City. Watching Newcastle versus Man City, and the match has just started. Oh, Newcastle, they just nearly scored now. I don't know why Man City always plays like very very dangerously. I really don't know why we always play dangerously because that could so easily have been a goal for Newcastle. That's really really crazy. Very, very, very nice save by Donnarumma. Hmm. So we have Helen Haaland starting for Man City. We have like the full team. Man City has that ability to. We all know. Wow, that's another long pass. These guys they are really going for the jugular, and it's not really surprising. We saw a slow start for Liverpool. We also saw a slow start for Chelsea. Liverpool lost, but Chelsea managed to win. So it's going to be interesting what 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 is going to happen today because I don't see Man City as title contenders, even though I'm a Man City fan. I've enjoyed 4 years of bliss. So I know that we still have the financial fair play issue coming up, loads of things. Wow, Haaland now dribble the keeper. Why are you rushing? Haaland just missed a gilt edge opportunity. Just have to dribble the keeper. There's no why are you rushing? You just take the ball off the keeper now. That's a very, very huge chance. Especially against a team like Newcastle. You don't miss this kind of things. Because they are definitely going to bully us. We are very, very light in midfield. And and I'm not really expecting too much because I know that Newcastle has the ability to push us. And that was very very lucky from the Newcastle team. They were very very lucky there because normally Erling Haaland buries that chance 9 times out of 10, but it is what it is. Just missed a very very good opportunity to score. Checky is with the ball. Hmm. Let's just see how we'll cope with the physicality of the Newcastle team. That's one thing that I'm looking that I would like to see how Man City can cope. I'm not like this game. If not for the fact that we've started well, I would have marked the game as probably a match that we can lose. I don't even think we've won at St. James Park in a while. So it's going to be quite interesting to see if we can really do anything significant. Don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel. So far, so good. At least for the first few minutes, we've been able to manage the game. So the boys with Jeremy Doku, wow, are staying very tight to Volta Mother. These guys, their physicality is very very crazy. See Phil folding for Christ's sake. The ball that you're meant to put your body to. The stadium is very very loud, rupturous. Man City really has to do a lot to be able to like 3 points from today. Oh. Especially with that chance that Leonardo Haaland missed. So both teams have missed gilt edge chances. Doku. Haaland, look up now. Look up, Erling Haaland. Look up, Haaland, Haaland. That's his song. I don't know how to sing the song anyways. It's just me chopping out. Um, Big Sam, I hail. I hail though. I can see you in the comment section. Um, are you watching the game? The ref blew for an infraction. Are you watching the game? If you're watching the game, you can just let me know. Match is they've started their pushing and shoving in the box eating. Interesting. Currently streaming across multiple channels though. Streaming on TikTok, streaming on YouTube, streaming on Facebook. I think those are the channels I'm streaming on. Checky and his ability to use both left and right just always amazes me. Another chance. Checky again. Nice save by Nick Pope. This game is going to be battle of the fitness. As Yorubas will say, Elemiloma last. The person that has the highest power is going to last. The Man City has been able to dominate. It looks like we've started well. Let me not lie. At least we've started okay. So you have the Blues. Newcastle could have scored. Man City should have scored. Haaland doesn't miss those kind of chances. Sure, those people that took Haaland on FPL would have been thinking that that ball was a goal. Ruben Diaz, don't fall down. Oh. This is the way I normally do when I'm watching Man City's match. Oh. Just that's why streaming Man City's match is going to be quite tough for me, to be honest, because despite the fact I've sort of like said that this season is more like a write-off, but we are performing like the way the league is. There's no beyond Arsenal. There's no standout team, and there has to be a title challenge. Even though I expect Arsenal to win the league, but you still need a title challenge. See Ruben Diaz now, he just nearly got himself injured by dilly-dallying on the ball. Haaland. That's a very nice ball to Nico Riley. We have Bernardo Silva. Wow, that was very close. Very, very close to picking out somebody in the middle of the pack. I think that's Tiao, that former AC Milan guy. He was highly rated. Is how funny how these players just move around those clubs. You just see them everywhere. Why is Tonali holding the ball? That's definitely our ball. Just looking for, trying to like wind the referee. Shouldn't do that. The midfield is definitely going to be the major tell in this game. That's not a good pass. Not a good pass at all. Ain't a good pass at all, at all. Pep Guardiola is looking wild. The game just started. In my own personal opinion, if we are able to get a draw, I'll be happy. But obviously, Man City, we used to be very dominant, but now it looks like our domination has gone down a bit. Chelsea winning is quite good. At least Chelsea would help us to hold what's the name of this club? They will help us to hold Liverpool down, pending when we can like catch up. hmm That's a very nice pass. So you have Lewis Hall. That was a very good cross. Thank God for Bernardo Silva there. Doku, there's no way it was going to pass through there. Newcastle have taken the game back, showing they are showing like they are definitely like interested in doing a few things. Yeah. So you don't lose the ball in the middle of the park like that. That's Harvey Barnes. You have Castro are dominating now, trying to create an attack. Hey, that was a free header for one of the most dangerous people. Voltemada, the German guy. Wow. Donnarumma, I think that is his power. He's not good, but in terms of being a pure shot stopper, this is a very beautiful save. I don't think Ederson makes that save as a beautiful save by Donnarumma. If not, Man City would have been behind. A very good save. Don't foul him. Ah, because he's looking for penalty. Nah, I can see Man City fans on Twitter. They are saying that Ederson, Ederson, Ederson doesn't save that. But Man City, I think Donnarumma is like one of the best goalkeepers for the current, like the way Man City is open. Not saying that we're gonna win the league or do anything, but the previous way I would say Ederson would have been better. It's just that midfield. Apart from Nico, and even Nico, I don't even take Nico as a very, very physical player. We are not physical in the midfield at all. And having a bit of physicality in the midfield, when I realized that it's quite important beyond even fact that Arsenal has very strong players there, is Barcelona versus PSG, where Barcelona has Pedri, De Jong, but PSG literally bullied Barcelona. So that just made me realize that you definitely still need that bully, like that midfield of engine, that engine midfield. Don't let him change that ball across. Nico and Rodri are very, very slow people. So we have Sandro Tonali, the better on the ball, and we have. I think we have about how many minutes gone? We're about 15 minutes gone, and that's you can clearly see that they are bigger than us. Haaland has to be the one marking votes mad. I think votes mad is even taller than Haaland. Or even if he's not taller, he looks taller than Haaland. Jolinton. The way they always let them like play Nottingham Forest, they're always on the edge when they play. And since they're always on the edge, it kind of favors them. That's a very nice pass. Doku is very strong on his feet. Haaland now. You took your time too much. That kind of body, don't control it. You just take it once. Though it's easy to say from the comfort of my chair here though. Phil Foden. That was a nice cross, so there was just nobody running at the back. O'Reilly is holding the ball. Then let's see what Man City can do from here. So this is Luis Diaz. You have Doku again to Phil Foden. He has to finish. Why is Man City missing chances? And Newcastle are very, very open. I'm I'm really, really I'm really surprised how open they are. Just a simple pass. Yee! Ah, that's a that's not a good challenge, oh. That's not a good challenge, but I don't think in England the referee is gonna blow for that. He would say it's after the fact. But VAR appears to be looking at it. But he actually came with a lot of, it's not a good challenge, but it's Premier League though. It's a bad challenge, but it's quite difficult. But most times when we were growing up, that was part of the challenge. Oh. It's called follow through. It's a follow through challenge. So the ref has waved it off, so there's no penalty. Interesting. From Fabian Shah. I think it's from Switzerland, yeah. It's from Switzerland. Ah ah. This match is going to have a lot of goals. Just a simple pass has broke through the Man City line. There are going to be a lot of goals in this match. Harvey Barnes. Check his ability to use both left and right is it's a very, very huge thing for Man City. I'm going to watch this replay to see. Did he use his hand? I don't think he used his hand there, but that was very, 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 very poor from Vardiol and Diaz. They are not like even the last game we played against Liverpool, just that we played the Liverpool at their worst. And today also kind of like showed that Liverpool has a lot to work on. But when we played Liverpool, that Liverpool team wasn't good enough. And it's not a surprise that they lost today again. Ball is with O'Reilly. He has it back to Nico. You have Nico with the ball again. And it's quite interesting. Bernardo Silva, now we have Doku. Doku has been playing more central nowadays. I think Guardiola just he wants his best players to have the ball. Doku, you have to be better there. You have to be. Both teams look very vulnerable. It's very easy to know that Newcastle are either 14th or 15th on the table because they look quite vulnerable in today's game. They look very, very, very vulnerable. And I'm like, what is happening? This is not the Newcastle that we kind of know. You have Doku again. No, that's not handball. His hand is very close to his body. There is no way. There is no way he can put his hand. Checky. Man City has started better than I thought, even though Newcastle has had a chance to score 2 goals in this game. But it's been better. It's not been the St. James Park craziness that I expected. Because normally that's what they do to us. They kind of bully us off the pitch. Because the only bully that we have is Erling Haaland. And Erling Haaland's playing style itself is not really the playing style of a bully. Playing style of a finisher. He's not the kind of person that relishes all those battle. Like Didier Drogba, Diego Costa. No, he's not that kind of player. Kind of player that is give me one chance and I will score. At least Man City's press today has not been that bad. Unlike previous matches where our press has been kind of like disjointed, where our players don't know whether to press in or press out. That's Lewis Hall, Harvey Barnes, very nice skill to vote a mother. That would have been they have to move that ball quicker because they've tried 2 or 3 crosses now that has given us a lot of trouble. Lewis Hall should be able to recover this ball. Now it's with Bruno Guimaraes. I love that name. He's looking for a free kick. Call him Bruno Guimaraes. We have Lewis Hall back to Philip Tau. Don't know if it's going to launch that ball in. Another long ball. That wasn't a good header at all. Doku and his shiftiness. He knows that he's very, very shifty. Doku, very, very shifty guy. Very shifty. Still nil-nil after 24 minutes. Man City and Newcastle. We have Bernardo Silva. I was kind of lucky for Man City. They've just been fouling our players since morning. Ryan Cherky is on the ground again. Sure, Newcastle they'll be saying using the F word, telling our players to stand up. But you can't tell the player to stand up when you keep on fouling and fouling him. So yeah, Nice. It wasn't nice though. Joe Linton is too strong. Another chance to vote, but our defense is not there at all. That should be offside. You have to leave offside Bernardo Silva. Our defense is not there at all. This match should be at least 3-0. That's why I believe we can't. I don't see us tabling a title contention because unless we just do Elinala, and it's very difficult. I don't even know when last a team rode a player to win the league like that. Because Newcastle has been able to slice us open very easily through the middle. Votes Mada now should have at least 2 goals because this is a beautiful pass. See the strength of Joe Linton. See the beautiful pass. You have to be hanging that ball. It's not even Votes Mada, it's Harvey Barnes. This is a penalty. This is essentially a penalty that he missed. They are just too physical. See Ryan Check is struggling. We pack all this Bernardo Silva few folding into match. See, that is the issue I have with them. You know that these people are more physical than you, yet you are still trying to play out of the back. The game is open, and this is the kind of game that Newcastle likes. Mm. They have Livramento. Livramento is an excellent right back, but he's always injured. Just hope he's not injured because he just came back from a long-term injury, not quite long. Still nil-nil. Can see Newcastle coach Eddie Howe complaining about the tackle. But if the game continues like this, because the game is very open. But that's what Man City is doing this season, though. Our matches have been quite open, so I'm not, I'm not really surprised. But this Newcastle team, they really have that ability to tear us apart if we are not careful. That wasn't the best of corner kicks, to be honest. Ball has gone back to Nick Pope, and his ball back was not good enough. So Man City has a goal kick. We've had chances in the middle, but we've not been able to punish them, and they themselves have not been able to punish us despite the amount of chances that they've gotten. They've gotten a lot of chances, really a lot of chances, like plenty chances. Wow, nice kill by Lewis Hall there. I still don't know why Chelsea's made him go though, because who is their left back? Save Chelsea trying to okay yeah, they do have one of the best left backs in the world, though, Kukurea. So but football is very funny. I remember when Kukurea was seen as a flop. Oh, now he's considered one of the best in the world. The Euros did magic for Cucurella. He went from overrated to kind of underrated now. I'm still under a lot of pressure, Man City. Donnarumma. Newcastle are they've taken over this game. Their physicality is see all the true balls and they've scored. Wow. Harvey Barnes missed empty net again. That's crazy. And there's no offside there. We don't have defense at all. Newcastle should be leading this match at least 3-0 with all the chances that they've gotten. The funny thing is that it's not like Man City has played bad, but Man City's midfield and defense, especially the midfield, because I can't even blame the defense. Man City's midfield is kind of non-existent in this game. That's a brilliant pass from Nunes. I'm sure that Newcastle fans are going to be wondering how they are not at least 2 to 3 goals up. Because it is really, really surprising. We finally get a corner kick. That should give us some respite. At least with the corner kick, let's see what Man City can do with the corner kick. See, it's a tough season, so it's just normal that the team with the best, like, and what Guardiola said yesterday is true that the season just started. So we are going to be seeing that the team that has the best endurance is going to be the team to go far in the Premier League. Though Arsenal will just be hoping for Newcastle to win, so that makes their work easy against Tottenham. I don't think they really see Chelsea as they don't see Chelsea as a competitor, Arsenal, because they know Chelsea are very, very um, they are very, very unreliable. The matches that you don't expect them to win, they win. The matches that you expect them to win, they will end up finding a way to lose the game. Check it, you have to be better. His physicality is one of the things that is suspect, but he has adapted so far. I like him because he's double footed, but he's an eccentric player. That's why I went for 30 million alongside Leon's financial incapability. So that one also contributed. But we're going to see how that looks. So we have Nick Pope with another long boot. Need to put more pressure on them. And what they've done in the last 10 minutes is they've stopped the passes going to some of our best players. So we've been having to do a lot of long passes. That's a nice switch of the play to Doku. Haaland, how do you miss that, Haaland? Vadio, don't talk yourself into the book. You are not strong enough for Vault's mother. How do you pull a striker like that to the ground? That's wrestling. That's not football. Haaland has missed a lot of chances. I don't even blame him for this one. He tried to caress the ball. So this match should be at least maybe 3-2 to Newcastle. The first half alone has seen five gilt edge opportunities. Gilt edge opportunities that should have been scored by both teams. The Newcastle will always be difficult. Nunes, you were able to win this hall. Wow, very beautiful defending by Haaland. They have a lot of spaces on the wing. That's very nice defending from O'Reilly. Because that ball would have come in as a cross, and you don't want them to cross. Interesting. Guardiola is on his black around neck. What do you call it? Turtleneck. It's quite cold in England at the moment, so I'm not surprised. That's not good from Nico O'Reilly. That was just a basic goal kick, and he messed it up. Um, I noticed that there've been a lot of switches. Murphy is very quick. They won another corner. Vardiol and Diaz, they've been stretched in this game. Especially Vardiol has been having to cover up because the high line is not really working. Newcastle has another corner kick again. Sandro Tonali is going to pick up the ball and try the Man City team. See how short our players are compared to theirs. This is at least Bruno Guimaraes is even taller than Bernardo Silva. So you have Shah, Jolinton, Voltemada, all of them. But the set piece wasn't that good. Donnarumma, your ball. That's probably why he signed Donnarumma Guardiola. I just realized that the era of having an Ederson is over. Because Ederson gave us a lot in terms of ball control, press resistance. You don't even bother pressing Ederson. Because most times it's like waste of time. So, but Donnarumma a different is a different animal entirely. That should be a yellow card. The ref did not give a yellow card. Doku is not everybody that you can cut in. And I don't know why they rushed that set piece. They should have delayed it so that the referee could give that guy a yellow card. Because the guy literally stopped a counter attack opportunity for Man City. Big Dambon is in the stands tonight. That's quite great. Oh, he's even serving a one match ban for 5 yellow cards. You also have Kieran Trippier. St. James Park is an old fashioned stadium. Is this not? That is literally a brick. Don't make mistakes there. Nice skill by O'Reilly. Doku's ability, especially his low center of gravity. He's the rich man's version of Moses Simon. They play almost the same style. Just that one thing that he has kind of learnt now is when to release the ball. That was not really his strength before. Hmm, nice play. Because you have to restart. You have to restart the play again. You don't control the ball like that now, Nunes or Afarabalẹ̀. Anyways, it's crazy, crazy, crazy. Nunes he's meant to calm down, but he's not. But he did not calm down. That was quite awkward though. Nice to Phil Foden. Go! Ah! Why are you placing the ball? This match should be 4-4. This is ridiculous. How? Why are you placing that ball? You have to put we've had chances to score in this game. Or we have. Man City players, and we've had chances to score. We can't say we have not had chances to score in this game. We've had chances. This match should be like either 4-3 or 4-4. I would say Newcastle has probably had better chances than Man City. Though Haaland's one on one. Both teams, their star strikers have had one on one. How this match is goalless is really, really crazy. Those that took the bet of this match, it's not like it's like the football gods don't just want a goal in this game because it's becoming ridiculous. That is normal bread and butter for Phil Foden. That should be a goal kick. Doku has really, really improved his passing ability. Makes him very, very dangerous because he can go both ways. And now he's not just his passing is what's Foden screaming for. They've given you a chance now. You did not take advantage of it. We are going to see how many minutes the referee is going to add to the game. But the match has been fairly like foul free. It's just crazy how the match has gone because both teams they deserve to score at least three goals each. When you come to think of it, I think the ref wants to add maybe 1 or 2 minutes. So I don't even think the match even deserves any extra time. As a foul, at least one thing I've seen is Doku and Haaland. They've been able to do the heavy lifting in terms of the fact that they've been able to like add a bit of physicality. Nico too is also trying in the middle, but we ain't a physical team. That's why it's important that we score the chances that we have because Newcastle, when they start loading the ball into the box, then they are stronger than Man City because that's literally their strength. We're getting closer and closer to half time, and you're going to see Phil Foden try to like ping free kick into the net. I think it has to be precise because Foden likes to ping his free kicks with force. It's not. That was smart. Just wasn't executed properly. Hmm. Very lucky there. That was even offside from Vertemada. The first half is almost done. Bernardo Silva is coming very deep to control the game. Donnarumma is he's a very, very funny goalkeeper. You demanded for the ball and you nearly made a mistake. Literally had to clear that ball out. I think it's almost half time. The ref is definitely gonna blow. I think that this should be the last. Yeah, it's half time. Man City uh it's half time, so Man City nil, Newcastle nil. But truthfully, this match should be at least 4-3. Man City has had three chances. Newcastle have had four good chances. But it's just that it's crazy because both teams have been quite open. And I don't even know how Newcastle are actually have 13 points with how well they've played today. It's just it's just really crazy because they've played very well. I'm even quite like I'm quite impressed with them because they've played very well. So the first half has been the first half has been very, very like interesting. I'm not going to lie. It has been quite interesting. Because Newcastle had like three chances and they've really come close to scoring several times in this game. But Man City too has I won't say Man City has done too much, but I won't be surprised because there's definitely going to be a goal in this match. And I'm sure that both teams really need this victory because when you think about it, Arsenal if Arsenal continues getting all these breaks from the other team, Arsenal are definitely going to run away with the title. So it's quite important that either Chelsea or Man City are able to stay close. So staying close does not mean that they are going to win it. It could be another person that comes from behind and wins it. But staying close means just staying close enough to be able to compete because that is the most important thing. Is the most important thing now. Like and the first half, Erling Haaland missed the gilt edge opportunity. We've also seen opportunities missed by Volkswagen. So the match is quite interesting. I think this has been the most interesting game that I've watched today. The Liverpool game was just more of Mo Salah trying his best to do a lot, and Nottingham Forest just taking advantage of the opportunities. But this game has been like end to end, but I'm not sure it's going to be like that. Is it's going to be like quite tough because Arsenal definitely wants Arsenal. What Arsenal is looking for is like an easy pathway to winning the league, and I don't blame them. It's not how it is done. The most important thing is nobody like Liverpool now that won the league last season. Last season was meant to actually be a rebuilding phase for Liverpool, but at the end of the day, it did not. They ended up winning the league in a very very easy. They did not even stress. There was no stress for them in winning the league. So nobody cares how you win the league. The most important thing is for you to just win the league. So sure, Arsenal fans are not, especially for Arsenal fans that they've not won the league for how many years? They've not won the league for a long time. So they are not going to care how it comes. If it comes with them winning a few games, they are not going to care at all. Theirs is just that they should win the league, and I don't blame them because they've really suffered. Like they've really suffered that they've not been able to win the league, so they actually deserve it. So when you think of it, but it's going to be interesting how this season is going to be though, because I do expect that we are going to see more. I do expect that we are going to see more twists and turns in this season because when you think of it, the season is always is the season is interesting when we have all those twists and turns. Because when you because the twists and turns are what like makes us love football. We know that there are a lot of things that can happen before the end of season. Man City can always pick form. Liverpool can pick form, and like a lot can actually happen before the end of the season, and that is the hope of most fans. Like I that I'm a Man City fan, I'm not really expecting too much this season. But obviously, if it happens, that's I'm not going to complain. Not going to complain, no, because it just because when I think of it, sometimes it's just more or less like we've had our day in the sun, and it might be the best that another team comes to win it. So, but if it happens, it happens. I know that it's not like winning the league is nobody's birthright, even though Pep Guardiola turned it to his birthright at a point. So we're currently at halftime. Subscribe and follow for more live football watch alongs and events. Um, we're currently it's halftime. Newcastle is currently drawing with Man City. The match has been interesting. We've had a lot of like opportunities. Man City missed three chances. Erling Haaland to miss like his own three chances. So it's a game that has had like its own twists and turns, and it's quite interesting how the second half is going to be. 'Cause I know that the first goal is going to change everything, but I'm not expecting because even though Man City has shown a lot of Um, if Man City has shown a lot of potentials, then it's just basically how the game is going to look like. Because Man City has to kind of do better. They have to they have to do better. But the moment is still 1-0. Nil nil. Sorry, I said 1-0. And we're in halftime. I think most times halftime, I just like to just take a 1 or 2 minutes break, and then we come back for the second half. Hopefully, we are going to see loads and loads of goals in the game because there have to be a lot of goals. Oh, Man City and Newcastle have to like deliver. They have to deliver goals for us because we need plenty goals in the match. Many goals are needed. Though I do see Newcastle probably scoring because Donnarumma has been the man of the match so far because Newcastle's goalkeeper only made one very wonderful save, but Donnarumma has made three three of such saves. So it's going to be interesting to see how that how that like how that materializes in the second half. So let me just go for a quick 3 minutes break, and then we'll be back for the second half just to continue our live coverage of the second half. And I'm expecting like more action from both teams. So yeah. Yeah, we're back, we're back, we're back, we're back, we're back, we're back. The second half. Second half is about to start. I can see Grace, Graceful Love says, gracefulness, graceful wishes, whispers says, good evening, Oloya. Good evening, Ma. Hope you're good. I don't know if you watch football, but I know that you do watch football and you're a Barcelona fan. I think Barcelona won today. So hala Barcelona. So we're into it for the second half. Um, second half is about to begin now. Newcastle are playing from left to right, and Man City are playing from right to left. So let's see what's gonna happen in this half. That ball was controlled in the first chance. The ref says it's corner kick. That was great play from Harvey Barnes, saving that ball. Because I actually thought that ball had gone out. But that's great. It's not offside. This Harvey Barnes was one player I wish could that Man City could sign. Very strong, pacey, typical English winger, like no nonsense winger. Just does what the coach tells him to do. It's going to be a very, very good player for whatever team he decides to play. Like, wow, that ball nearly went through. That's what they call a corner kick. That was a very, very dicey corner kick. I don't know. Looking at the replay, I don't think that ball touched anybody. See Donnarumma. That could so easily have touched Nico O'Reilly's back foot and sneak into the net. So that's really, really like crazy. Mm. Doku is down with an elbow, but the game is still on. His backup footballers. That wasn't good play from Livramento. Doku, stand up and play. Stop. That wasn't a good pass. Doku has not started the second half very well at all. That was a telegraphed pass. I think both teams are trying to like settle into the game, especially the second half. Though Newcastle has already shown that they can break Man City like twice already. So it's just a question of who can apply the finishing touches. The problem has not been creating the chances. Both teams have created chances. Here's another one for Haaland. Try to dribble the defender. Haaland has not had a good day today. He has to try that ball with his right feet. You are not going to dribble that defender, especially as a big man. No defender is going to allow you to go past him. That's very, very good defending. Cherky. Oh, too high. Oh, Bernardo Silva. Thought it was Cherky. When last did Bernardo Silva even score? It's been a long while. But he has to pass that ball to Phil Foden. But there's no way we will know because his eyes are on the ground. Newcastle's physicality has worked, but it has not worked to the extent that I thought. Man City has been able to twinkle their toes away from it. They've just been fouling our players in the middle. The ref has just been giving what they call it. He has been giving advantage. They've been having all these little niggles. That's the specialty of Newcastle, anyways. They are not the kind of team that you would go. But their physicality did not work against Barca in the Champions League, though. Because Barca literally brought them back into that game with their ridiculous high line. If not, they did not. If not, they were not able to like really dominate. The second half is really going to be fun because I see both teams are still as open as the first half. Whose ball is that? Okay, Newcastle's ball. Mateo Nunes actually jumped the press there. Interesting. Man City players are really working hard though for the ball. Hmm. Has been playing very central. They've just been fouling Doku for fun. Tonali and Jolinton are like kind of tired. He has just been falling. And it's because they don't want him to shift on the ball because they know if he shifts on that ball, he's off. And he's very hard to catch when he's on the move, especially when he has that first step on you. It's not really the fastest player, Doku, but he has enough acceleration. And the fact that he has a low center of gravity means you have to always worry about him. But this free kick is very weird. They're trying to catch Newcastle off guard. That's a nice pass, but it's offside. Doku has not had the best of games, but he has been influential. But there's no way you're staying offside there. Yeah, he's barely offside there. They've not really given him the opportunity to go one on one with their fullback Livramento. Livramento is quick and disciplined, but I don't think he's capable of handling a Doku in form more. It's really Doku that is in form at this moment. Hmm, the keeper should be coming out. This O'Reilly, he's a young player. I have to remember that he's not a left back by tradition. He was a center midfielder. Nice. Man City midfield has been very tidy. Oh, that was a very nice run by Nunes. And that's the way you do it. You deliver it once. Haaland was not just on the same page. Because that kind of ball, if you control that ball, you're going to fall down. Nice, nice awareness by the goalkeeper, Nick Pope. He has had great command. Wow. He did not want to give Voltmeder that ball because he knows Voltmeder is not quick. So this is Newcastle, kind of like outnumber the Man City team, but the match is becoming quite dicey now. I think another problem that Newcastle has had is Bruno Guimaraes and Tonali have not really had time on the ball. So we know how good they are. It's really Tonali in dictating from deep, Bruno Guimaraes in finding those passes. And the fact that they've not really had that time has also affected Joe Linton because Joe Linton has been unable to make those runs that he makes from deep. Jacob Murphy has had a bit of like joy on the right hand side, but not too much joy though. This is Wissa now. Yuan Wissa. He has been injured. I'm sure DRC Congo will be happy to have him back for the playoffs. He's definitely going to play. One of their star players. The match is currently in a lull now. Like nobody is really doing much at the moment. It's just both teams are at that period where they are trying to like. Because even in the match self, the total shot on target for Newcastle is 3, Man City is 2. And both teams have gotten at least 4 very good chances. So most of the chances have been beyond Newcastle that Donnarumma has had to make 3 saves. Nick Pope has not really had to make any save beyond that point blank save he made from Haaland. That's also a save though, because that could have been a goal. Um, Having 60 minutes on board. That was nice defending. Wow. Doku, control your ball. That's a good pass. He's thinking about dribbling before getting the pass. Newcastle just missed another chance again. Vote Mada. Our centre back is very, very open. Those two, they are not tracking Vote Mada at all. They are not tracking him at all. And the high line is not also helping matters. Another save by Donnarumma. Hmm. He tried to caress that ball. I think the ref blew for offside. Doku has been playing quite central. Just that and the problem of playing central is his style of play where he has the ball loose. In the middle, the moment the ball leaves your leg, if you miscontrol a ball in the middle, it's very, very difficult to get that ball back because the ball bubbles. There are 2, 3 players there, but if you miscontrol a ball on the wing, if you are faster than the fullback, then you don't have any issue. That's why players that play in the middle have to be very cultured players. So Doku now to Foden. Oh, that was nice from Haaland, but no power in the header. He's always beating the defender with those kind of balls. There was not just enough power. Luis Diaz has struggled with this guy. But that's the question. Who has Luis Diaz not struggled with recently? Since the beginning of last season, he has struggled with most defenders. No, no, that's a foul, Tonali. Jeremy Doku. Though nobody can accuse him of being a diving merchant because we all know he doesn't. If he's able to stand, it's just that these Newcastle guys, they are physicality demons. They have that ability. They are very, very strong. It's not like a game of cat and mouse now. That should be a yellow card. Joe Linton. He just pushed Bernardo Silva. What is he complaining about, Joe Linton? See how big he looks. He's even bigger than the ref. I don't even know how he's able to have stamina with the amount of muscles that he has. That's crazy. I don't really know what he's complaining about. What is he complaining about? He literally went to meet a player and you pushed him and you're complaining. That's very, very funny. Okay, the ball has been switched to Doku. Nice control. Hmm. Man City needs to move this ball quicker. When they've moved it quicker is when Newcastle have had a lot of problems. Though I can't even say has been able to find a nice balance because the midfield and the defense still looks quite open. But Foden has been able to put Foden and Checky into the lineup. That's quite interesting. Mm, Foden, calm down now. Calm down, calm down, calm down. You don't need to shoot that ball like that. No, Doku is tired. Phil Foden, the Premier League Player of the Year 2 years ago, but he has never been considered as Manchester City's best player. Could be considered as one of the most talented, but it used to be Kevin De Bruyne, and now obviously Erling brought Haaland. From Aguero to Kevin De Bruyne. Kaya Toure was once our best player though. That was a very bad clearance. Wow, they finally scored. That's a beautiful goal by Harvey Barnes. Newcastle won, Man City nil. Man City has been dominating, but when you're unable to when you're unable to put through your chances, you definitely get punished. The Man City defense is nothing like that. Middle of the pack is nothing to write home about. They actually deserve it because a nice play of advantage by the midfield by the ref. Haaland is trying to ginger the team. You guys have missed too many chances. That was very poor from Nico Riley. He's the one that is very nice from Guimaraes. There's no way Donnarumma. Donnarumma is not saving that. That's a well placed shot. He's not. There's no way he's saving that. That could be the goal that takes Newcastle that will start their season. They've had the stop start season. They're currently leading Man City. I wasn't expecting much from the match anyways. But let's see what let's see the response of Man City. Guardiola is angry obviously. Hitting the chair. There's nothing you can do now. Your boys they've not taken their chances. They've had a lot of chances in this game. Newcastle has also had. So the match should be like, see, another errant pass. And I like these votes, man. They're very good on his feet. Joe Linton. The game has been open. It has just been who will take your chance first, and Newcastle eventually took their chance. And they scored the hardest, out of all the chances that they've had, it's the hardest one that they scored, the shot from outside the box. Hmm, that should be offside. That's what I earlier said about midfield. Nico Riley, that was a very bad clearance. You don't just clear the ball to the midfield because it's better to even make that errant clearance to the side. And Doku has not really been at his best today. So trying to force the ball. I still see goals. Newcastle are likely to score another goal on the break. Because now Man City has now it's even going to be much more difficult because now they've gone back now. Corner kick first by Jeremy Doku. Corner kick first by Jeremy Doku. We have 20 minutes left, about 20 minutes left in the game. Pep Guardiola is looking at some things. Hmm. Goal! That's a beautiful goal from Ruben Diaz. Lucky. Man City has just equalized. Very, very crazy occurrence. I don't even know how that ball even entered. Diaz goes to Donnarumma. They scored the equalizer within 2 minutes. Let's see if there's any offside, any handball. Because when the box is filled up like that, you might see a lot of things. No handball in the first ball. Jeremy Doku, this cross means nobody is offside. No handball. No offside. Is there any offside? No. And that ball was entering anyways. Oh, his leg. Unfortunate from Shah. But it was entering. Shah could have deflected it out. So Man City has equalized within a few minutes. Ruben Diaz. And why is he out of the field? I think the ref is saying that the linesman is saying that he has blood on his nose. This is a very good opportunity for Newcastle. The way Ruben Diaz is running, you know that he's a warrior. Let's see. Man City has a corner kick to defend. Hmm, that was a very, very good. Tonali has this quality corner kicks that he plays. Very, very quality. That corner kick almost caused a lot of problems. He has a way he whips them in that that makes it very, very dangerous. And Donnarumma is not very. That's just the problem I have with him. He's not very good with corner coming out. See, that was a goal. Don't foul anybody there. Oh. Ah, ah. See Man City. Harvey Barnes has scored again. How do they fail to defend? That is the problem with Donnarumma. Donnarumma, when it comes to corner kick, that's not that's not his strength at all. That's very, very poor from Donnarumma. He's at least we are beginning to realize that now. Corner kick is not his strength at all. He's so shit in the air. That's not even offside. The other guy too is not offside. This is a clean goal. Very nice kill by Rebans. See the defense. Very poor. How do you allow this guy to? There's nothing wrong there. Nice kill. Man City unable to defend corner kicks. Unable to defend set pieces. Very nice goal from Harvey Barnes. It's 2-1 now, and I don't see how Man City equalizes from this. What's VAR looking at? That's not offside now. That's a goal. That doesn't look offside at all. Though they use the semi-automatic offside. I don't see I don't see how that is. I don't see how that is offside. Even as a Man City fan. That looks like a goal. That's a goal. That's definitely a goal. They could not even defend the second phase. That is a goal. That shouldn't take too long. VAR, it's taking too long. That is a goal. Is there an issue with the communication? I don't see any offside there. It's taking too long. It's almost 4 minutes. That's a goal. It's a goal. I knew it was a goal. We did not need 4 minutes. Donnarumma is always shitty in corners. We've always known that one. He has never been the best in corner kicks. We could not even defend. We scored and then we could not even defend. That's that's not a good pass at all. This is what a French person is saying. Donnarumma is really a paradox. an enormous wingspan, and yet as soon as there is a high ball or a corner, the team starts shaking. He's just very, very crazy that he's not dominant in the air at all for his size. Courtois, those corner kicks will not even be any issue. But for Donnarumma, nah, that's not that's not his strength. It doesn't give you that. He doesn't give you that assurance because his inability in the air is very, very like it's very, very crazy. This is like the third time that Man City is experiencing. Oh, now it's bringing Oscar Bob, and all these ones can't do anything. That's why I still see Arsenal are still going to win the league. I don't really see Man City winning the league. Man City team is not just good enough. Though today we've had enough chances to score, but Newcastle too has that. So the game should be at least 5-4, or maybe even 6-4. There's definitely going to be a lot of extra time. It's been a lot of time wasted. Number 11 is coming out. I think number 11 is Jeremy Doku. Doku has not had the best time today. Then we have Savinho coming in. Number 20 is coming out. I think Checky might also be coming out. 20 for number 4. Foden too needs to come out. Foden has not played well. That's Bernardo Silva. And then the last person coming out should be Foden. Foden hasn't played well. Missed too many chances. Tijani Rangers is fall of form. He has been crazy because he does not really dominate the game. Okay, Checky is the person coming out for Oscar Bob. I don't really see how the changes really help matter because this is when Newcastle are going to really use their physicality more. I think Lewis Hall is coming off. He's injured. Okay, Boatman, his friend Boatman, their former captain. So they are going. So they are going to a back five. Interesting. Funny thing, all Man City just had to do was just to defend two set pieces 1 minute after conceding. But you've given Newcastle the impetus again, and now the game is being played how they want it. Because now it's going to be counter attack, and Votes Mother is very good in holding the ball. Anyways, let's see how that goes. Savinho. Rangers is more of a runner, so it's more or less like now you have two runners, and he put Savinho on the left. This is Oscar Bob. He looks very small on the pitch, but he's a decent player, at least for Norway. Plays well, if not for the injury that delayed his what do you call it, his ascent last season. Could have played a bigger role because that was partly the reason why Man City were coming selling some of our players. It's with Savinho again. Just 12 minutes remaining. Newcastle are going to defend, obviously. They are leading 2-1, so the impetus is on Man City to break them down. Very, very poor from Man City. That defense is not just it. It's usually maybe when John Stones is there. But these Diaz and Vardy, and I expect it to be even be better because both of them are even very physical. But if he didn't do, he didn't do. Hey, I was very close from Diaz. Why do you pass that kind of ball, Foden? Has been very, very poor in this game for you, Foden. Very poor. The ball that he gave you with your back to go. That's the problem. Anyways, I don't even consider him as the next Kevin De Bruyne anyways. So it's not it's because he has been very poor. Football is not about turning around and shooting. Harvey Barnes. It's not offside. Exactly. VAR is showing it, so it's onside. Arsenal fans are going to be very happy, but Man City was never a threat, anyways. So, because the day Erling Haaland is off, just like today, like that first chance, just have to. That's the thing about Haaland in terms of it being a striker. And he himself, he says it. He still needs to be refined. Because that kind of ball, what should be in your mind is to dribble the goalkeeper. Because that would have even calmed down Newcastle the early goal. But no, we can't beat Newcastle in a boxing match like pound for pound. It's not gonna work. And it's quite crazy that Guardiola was the one that started this idea of having 6 feet players everywhere. That is another counter. Very nice tackle from Nunes. Beautiful tackle. Though that pass was a bit slow. That pass could have come a long time ago. Nunes has that recovery speed. Everything is now slow. I don't really understand the Doku sub now that we are down. I'm putting Sabino on the left. Anyways, Oscar Bob is more of a tidy player kind. No, if you want somebody in tight spaces, yeah, that's Oscar Bob. What we need now, Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne. That's what Man City needs now. Because Newcastle have gone, and now they want to bring in Elanga. This vote matter. I love him. Vote very good in holding the ball. Very brilliant hold up play. It's not just a tall striker that doesn't. Oh, they're about to bring in Joe Willock and Anthony Elanga. Man City defenders are gonna have it today. It's 2-1, 6 minutes to go. I think the match is, in my own mind, the match is basically over. It's over, over, over. Because with just about 6 minutes to go, it's technically like match is kind of over. Because I expect Newcastle to just see off the game. Because they really need the victory. So when I saw on ESPN that when they said title race is 50-50, I was just laughing. It was never ever 50-50. Arsenal has the edge. If they don't win the league, then I don't see them. Then that might be a big issue because this season everybody is struggling. Man City can be beat at any time. Corner kick. At the moment, now Man City is just clutching on straws, appealing for everything. Sorry about that. This Savinho, he's not. He's just there. The ball bounced in the box 18 to you. Are you not meant to calm down? What's the rush? There's no rush there. Calm down. He has that rush of blood. A ball that is bouncing. He's just bringing Omar Mamush, Guardiola. The end of the day, these coaches, they are the ones that know. They are really the ones that know like what works. And for someone like Guardiola, I can't even say much. Phil Foden looks like he's injured because Omar Mamush, that is one of the players that I should have brought in probably quite early. He did not bring him in. So Newcastle, if they draw this match, then they've because even though Man City has created chances, Newcastle has created more than enough chances to win this game. Now with Elanga, they have another road runner. Boys, though it's all Man City now though. Man City are dominating the possession, but there's really no penetration. Savino taking Liveramento on a road race and winning a corner kick. Tijani Rangers. His name is very funny. His father named him after the Nigerian footballer Tijani Babangida. So very poor corner kick. Jacob Murphy. That was very nice from him, just to waste time. You went short and you guys did not execute it at all. I knew that something like this could happen because that first half, the chances that both teams saw, most of these games is usually who scores first or who is able to react well. Man City reacted well after conceding by scoring, but you have to be able to defend set pieces. Nico is frustrated. Everybody is frustrated. Bruno Guimaraes and Tonali, they've turned up this second half. And I said so in the first half that they need to turn up. The title, so Man City are likely to be ending maybe third or fourth. Because if Manchester United wins, they go back into the top. This is a very huge win for Newcastle. Being on 14 points, that's quite. But if they go to 17, they are within walking distance. Top four is I think 22 points. That's not far at all. That's very nice for Man City, being able to escape the press and giving the ball to Savino. 8 minutes additional time by the ref. Yeah, Elanga being able to stretch his legs. Donnarumma. Oscar Bob is definitely going to come back. All these tidy midfielders, their value is in ball possession teams. That's a beautiful pass from Vardio. Very beautiful. But Thiel has been impressive. I would say he's one of the man of the match for today because he has been quite impressive. So Man City has a corner kick. It's 91 minutes. What's happening for Christ's sake? You have to put this ball in. Nobody's going to allow you to shoot in a crowded box. That should be a yellow card for Oscar Bob. Tonali has been everywhere this second half. He has had an immense second half. That's definitely a foul. But the way he fell, footballers are being theatric. They are leading, so he's definitely going to fall. Still have about 6 minutes left in the game. I don't even know. I can't say Guardiola's tactics lost us the game. I would just say that what probably happened was what I thought would happen. It was more about taking chances. Man City did not take their chances. Haaland and Phil Foden missed gifted chances. Newcastle scored the chances that they had. Newcastle inching closer to a well-priced victory. So Arsenal now, if they're able to if they're able to beat Tottenham at home tomorrow, would be what they said would be they are currently 4 points clear. So they would be like, let's say, 5 point or seven, yeah, 7 points, five. They'll be like 7 points clear, which is quite good. I see them winning the league comfortably. Responding to a question, like Arsenal are going to definitely. I don't see because if you want to have competitors, it definitely has to be people that can show a bit of consistency. I don't see Man City showing that consistency. Very nice yellow card from Joe. That's one thing that they know how to do. Delay the game. Saw that Savino was going to run. And he pulled Savino. It's part of the game. It is part of the game. Vadio to Oscar Bob. That was a that was a decent cross from Oscar Bob. Who caught the Newcastle defense off guard. How do you want to dribble that guy, Oscar Bob? Pull the ball in. Why are you trying to be skillful? You're already on the byline. You have to pull that ball in. Because if you pull the ball in, anything can happen. Somebody can touch it. Just 3 minutes to go. Hmm. Newcastle defender still has been everywhere today. It's been a very, very physical game. Long tray against Newcastle. Is that really gonna work when you're not Arsenal? That's if this one does not even do a foul throw. I said so. As usual, the referee rescues them with the whistle. Newcastle, congratulations to them. That's a very great victory. Guardiola, I don't know what you're complaining about. Your team wasn't good enough today. The judges are already singing. Josh Murphy has cramps. It's crazy how football is. If it was Man City that was leading 2-1, they would be rushing everything. Eddie Howe and his long-term assistant. Donnarumma really needs to improve. I don't see him improving because he has always been bad with the ball in the air. But he really needs to improve on that. You can't be a beautiful shot stopper and be terrible whenever the ball comes into the air. The last chance of the game by O'Reilly, and it's another defeat for Man City. Looking at the Premier League table, that's going to be a huge one for the Juddies. They're able to move up the table while Man City drops to I think Man City drops to third. Is that consistency? Consistency is not just there. Consistency is the biggest issue. The last the last throw of the dice, the last thrower. Newcastle obviously trying to keep Man City offside. Oh, when you have a chance, Oscar Bob, the ref has blown the final whistle. A very huge victory for Newcastle. Very, very nice one. Man City did not play well at all. It's a well-deserved victory for Newcastle, and I'm not really surprised that the match ended that way. It's just another way that you know that the Premier League is a difficult league, and there are going to be turns and turns. So the person that wins the most now is Arsenal. If Arsenal wins tomorrow, Arsenal will be going 6 points clear of Chelsea. Man City remains third. I don't think Man City's position can change unless, yeah, Man City's position cannot change. They remain where they are, and it's going to be an interesting next few days in the Premier League. Going to be quite interesting. And thanks to everyone that stayed for the live stream on different channels. It's been nice having you watch my favorite team lose. And until the next stream, have a great day, everyone.